Okay. Hello, hello. What's up, Go enthusiasts? I'm live this time on Twitch. Twitch.tv/telegraphgo. Unlike my previous games. But we are here again to play against Katago. Player AI Kata Handicap. With 3 stones and no komi. Let's make it happen. And it should be playing with plenty of time to think. Okay, we're still going to play with the 4/4s, but this time I'll choose not to approach, instead to close first, for no particular reason. Let me make sure I get my stream stuff set up. Oh dear, I think I did not stream very much recently. Sorry about that. Understandable. After the high back off, I'm intent on using this area, and they say no, you can't. Making sense. Honestly, shoulder hits should be a reasonable way to get in there, right? Let's try shoulder. I could also enclose this and stop the last approach to a corner that he has. That would be totally reasonable. So they play on the left side. That's making sense as well. It means I don't get to go in there. I do not get to get in there after all. But that's okay. I think kick and take a bottom side position is also actually quite reasonable against this potentially over-concentrated thing happening. But often they're going to cap me and I want to run and use the weakness here. So I'm just going to go take the last enclosure. Relax. Okay. I know this is okay, so I will do it. It was expected. And then, now what? Should I play on the left side here? Should I go to the right side? Should I go to the bottom side? So many options. Honestly, just going to the right side right away is quite tempting. They're definitely charging up for an attack over here, right? But also for reducing this part effectively. Tempted to do this one, and also to play to the top. Well, there's so many things that I can do. So many decisions. Let's just take a patient approach here. I'm not really convinced by this move. I don't think it's clearly the best. It's slightly inactive. But so be it. Sometimes they're slightly inactive. Here I want to actually take a defensive stance into the corner here, rather than a pincer, which is what I would normally do. Should I go full defensive? Let's go full defensive here. It can be slightly over concentrating to that. I don't know. I didn't want to pincer because this part is already stable. Oh, so I was thinking if he takes care, then my part is stable, so everything is going fine. And it shoulder hits to try to be faster than that. Making sense. Yeah, okay. I'll play again. Another push, so I'll play here. And then I'll probably just take care of this. Aha, so they... they do want to apply pressure here. Okay. This is tough, always. Always tough. And the AI decides you actually can have trouble, then you're likely to have trouble. I feel that the topside is very important. I don't know about saving this directly. It would be good to save it directly if I could keep pressure on this. Like maybe I could play, block, and jump or something. Directly taking care. Seems like it will often be heavy here. But giving is often bad too. It's quite difficult. I have so much trouble organizing things well in this kind of situation. I have so much trouble. Here and then just take a base? Is it too slow? My feeling is if I don't do anything and they cover, it's done. So I need to do something now. If I like knight's move and he plays here and cut, crazy, then I can probably look at the outside stuff, let him go underneath, and then look at sacrificing somehow. But it's not very good. Excuse me. What if I just push here and then block and try to use that to get... That seems like the right thing to do. This seems correct. So if they block, then I get to turn. I think it's the way to make their shape bad. Which is the most important thing here. Now I can play here if I want. I can also attach a cross, of course, but they're going to hane outside, and then after that, when I do this one, they're going to descend this way. They get a lot thicker over here, actually. Although I get to break through, it's not that useful. Like I break through once, but then running is another question entirely. I can do that one, but they're going to jump here, and I don't actually get to go very far. It seems better to start on this side, leaving this stuff for when I can like attach cut kind of thing. Let's start here. So they fixed that part, okay. then I can take the base from both of us here. It seems very important. They're talking about how they can use this jump. That seems very dubious. There's going to be some stuff back that way. And this is so important for the condition of my group to be dependent on his condition as well. Like I need to be making counterattack for it to be valuable. Okay. I think this is a situation where you can just directly use this. It's probably not very bad. But you also often are directly using this one, right? In these situations. So let's maybe wait for a moment. Like sometimes we're going to go in from the top side there. I do think that taking care of my group here is like an easy choice for where to spend a move. It's interesting that they put the shoulder hit now. I think if I were playing white, I wouldn't really want to do it because I'm scared of the cut coming. But then they're saying then there would be a surround here. So there's not enough time. I have to run out and then they can surround this. It's somewhat effective. But I think this is still good direction. And I shouldn't go too far this way because it's about to become strong. You should instead walk in the general vicinity of that top side so I can counterattack these things and save an invasion and stuff. This was their thickening move. That's making sense. I was thinking this one, but then I was going to cut. So this one is to try to prevent that cut, because now the cut direction here is much, much unhealthier shape. Still kind of tempted to cut, though. To push cut. Although it's unhealthy comparatively. How unhealthy. After that, they play here. I'm going to tiger, right? They're going to try to go down. I play here. They're going to go here. Not really. Maybe they just direct ascend. Seems like I might be able to make a surround on this. But only maybe. I do think that that cut is serious. Something I could play. If I don't play it, and they use this, and then Hane, and then play here, then they'll cover it. Which is annoying. I could do this push, and then just block here. Somehow I feel the shape is somewhat awkward. Where they're going to fix the outside here, and then it's like... I did push into their shape, so it should be slightly good for them, but only slightly. That might be good. When they come in and I try to descend, and they have this vital point too, though, then I'd have to play here and connect and let them... Well, they can't make life. That's actually tempting, then. Here, here, here. There, 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 there. There. No, it has to be that one. But just after that, then maybe it'll be this way and here. No, that's not very good, is it? There, 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 there. Ah, so it has to be that way. And then it's going to work. Okay. Okay, it is going to work. After c3, I have to play c4. But that'll be fine. So do I really want to do that over the cut, which is letting him just do that, and then I get some attacking pressure? Because he could maybe block, and then I would have to sacrifice in the future. Oh, because he has a nice order of moves thing? Is it going to be bad exchange if I don't save it outside first? And then I let him... Okay, that can't be right. This must be that I'm supposed to play g3 here after the Hane. If he even does Hane, which he doesn't have to. And then they fix. Okay. They managed to make something slightly good happen. Very slightly good. Hey, they also surrounded, like, strategically it's slightly good too, so maybe it's a little more than very slightly good, but shouldn't be, like, incredible. This group over here is quite thin, but not that easy to surround. It's definitely possible to put a stone here first. Hello, Jisrock. Respecting your thinness against the AI does not give you, cannot be the wrong thing. Does not give you more pressure. Oh, hello, Mirthriddle. Thank you for the raid. Hope you had a good stream and did well. Wow, I did not expect it at all. So this one, by the way, was like slightly giving up on reducing my area in order to expand their area here and make it so I couldn't like run on top of them easily. It was making sense. I kind of want to go in. But I don't have the block, so it's not that good. You can always do that. I mean, I go in, they do that, I go here. They go here. I go here, it is dead. And if they do that, I go here, they do that, that, and then that. I fail, I guess, that way. But what if I Hane first and then go here, and they do that, and I go here? There. It's not quite... Nothing is living. What an interesting move by white to try to outline a big area. Since they got really high, they should block over here like really strongly. And because I'm weak, it's difficult for me to come in very deeply, at least as deeply as I'm supposed to. So they're making something good happen here. That makes sense. Yeah, that's just kind of strategy I don't play enough, but it works really well when I do it. I just don't do it very often. I don't think to. Maybe peep here is a good idea to get very, very thick and give this area. Because if you go in, which you should be able to do, you're going to get double attacked, this group and the topside group, whatever you try to play with. On the other hand, you can just go in and say I can figure out how to save directly with this stuff, which is probably the more Chad way to do it. Okay, are we trying to learn here or trying to win? If I try to win, it's going to be like peep and give this area, and then I'll lose like a few points. But then this area will be gone, and then they'll have to fight on these parts. And that whole game will be playable for me and winnable. On the other hand, if I want to go in directly, I can do stuff like E18, attach here, like popping in to really try to save. Then I can learn a lot more through the intense fighting that's going to continue from that. But it's also going to be worse because I'm going to have a prolonged fight, and when you have to play 20 great moves in a row to not lose several points, you're not going to. So it's going to be worse for me overall, I'm sure, when I play against katago. But like objectively speaking, against humans, that's what I should do. It puts them under pressure too. Should I try to learn or try to win? Asking my stream here. What's your vote? Both, you say? I'm reading my attach here variation at the moment. Wow, can he really? No, probably it'll be like that. And then when I do that, they're gonna go there, and then I'm gonna do that, and... Oh, maybe they clamp. I think after attach they might clamp. Then I can fall back and press down. That would be effective enough. For me to be satisfied, not objectively. I'm gonna try to learn. Sorry guys. This is unlikely to win the game type of move, but it puts a lot of pressure, so I have to solve my life and death, and they have to solve my life and death. If I can break this whole area effectively, it'll be great. I was expecting they push, and then when I hane, they triple hane. And then I thought after that, then I'm going to jump back like this, and if they go back like that, then I have enough space. And yeah, so this is my reading. They may just choose to try to capture directly. Honestly, after... Oh, wow. Seriously? Now? At this timing? What? Now? Okay, I told you guys I was going to do this one, and then that it was going to be fine. I hope I was not lying. It can potentially give them the Sente. It should give them that Sente, but I think it's dead inside. And you do need to save it. I was thinking about whether I can suddenly Atari here and then play that way. Uh-oh. Is this problematic? Wait, did I need to think just now? Uh-oh. My move was too fast. Oh, no. I didn't kill it. I didn't kill it. I didn't kill it. I thought this would die for sure if it went like this into my shape, but it is not dead for sure. Oh, whoops. That's really bad. That is really bad. I needed to think on that moment. If I had played e2, it would have been way better for me just now. Instead of e3. Uh-oh. Oh, man. Why did I do that? If I clamp here, descend here, cut, and the ladder this way, where is that ladder going? You cannot tell me it's missing my stones, right? It can't. It does not miss my stones. Yeah. It literally can't when it's 2 start points. So clamp should be good, right? For what I have now, which is not a good position at all. But am I supposed to leave it with the b4 exchange first? Or if I try to exchange b4 now, will he immediately h2 to stop me? And then leave more Aji inside? I don't think so. I think if I b4 right now, I can get it, and then I can clamp, and it's probably the best. This is the surround move. I guess I should L2 here. Just be patient and run back. Like, I don't think the fighting outside is going to be particularly effective. You can make eyes by, hunting there and going here and then making an eye here as well, but you don't want to. You'd rather be running through. Like, L2 is the way to run out and run through later. Unfortunately, I don't think you can do it right away because I think their cut is immediately powerful and annoying. Although maybe not that much. Let me think about that. Oh, it is because of the extra stone that they have there. That's why they can do it. Okay. That's why they can do it, so they can do it. Alright. Whimper back a bit here. Really? I thought they couldn't do it. So this is like the thing that they could do to call it enough. But when I go here and capture and they Atari and I capture and they go down and I play here, they're screwed, right? So they're gonna go over top and Atari here, but it's Gote. I don't understand actually. I could also push here, and then when they block, I can play this one, this Tiger's Mouth. And doing that is gonna get me I can probably make one eye, so it's not as good. Are they gonna wedge first, but I can just connect? I don't get it. I genuinely don't understand what AI is talking about. Okay, well that was a very bad exchange, right? Unless it's going to just exchange data. So it's saying it still has Sente for the follow-up, so it's not a very bad exchange. Okay, that's understandable. Okay. So here I can try to save myself underneath with the Atari here and then running that way. Can they short my liberties massively? They can, but it wouldn't be good. Okay. Alright, so the biggest problem I have is after here, and I run this way and they block, and I pull back, because that's normal, and they block, and then how do I live? I know that you can, but I don't know how. That must be savable, but how? Is it like attach here? That sounds right. Looks right. The reason I'm hesitating is because it's possible I'm supposed to do stuff like that first, you know? I don't necessarily need to use this unless you would use this. Like right now, if I Atari and he captures, and then I Atari here, and then he plays there, and then I do like this one, then he could Atari here, and I could ignore. And it's like not unreasonable completely to give up 2 stuns. But it does seem less reasonable than... Yeah, I think this way I should be able to save, so let's just go through the most basic way. So this way I'm locally not alive, but I can use the weakness that he has over here to save it. I believe. He may try to kill this because I'm being wide. Oh man, this is dangerous. But I'm supposed to be able to save it like this, I'm sure. But why is it going after me so hard? It must be because it's a bot, so it knows, but... man. I told you guys when I attach here, it's going to get to this kind of game, and I have to fight for a long time very well, and I'm not going to be able to do it. This is what's happening. Is that somewhere along the line, like, I'm sure that was the most value I can get, and this seemed like the most value I can get, but somewhere along the line there must have been a better way to get more space or shape or whatever. Like, maybe originally just jump back wasn't enough or something, but I really don't know what could have been so bad about this. It is getting troublesome. There, dead. Let's say I did that, and then checked my life and death. Okay, this is the best chance, but I think I will die with this group or that group at this point. Now. I thought now I'm alive. Am I not? Seems too easy if it just lets me live like this. Here, definitely alive. I mean, definitely alive, right? Only problem is this move. Is it a problem? Oh, it might be a problem. Here. That one is dead, suddenly. Oh, thank you, RitMXDD. Much appreciated. I'm glad you're coming back to playing Go. Enjoy. Okay, so it looks like this is, yeah, the move I thought was gonna live, it dies to that one. Which I really couldn't expect, that they could hit the I-shape point. So that means that I need to find either this one or this one a way to live. But it's not really going to work. Because if you play here, then they can push, and I can Atari here, and then do that one, but they can still kill. And if I play here, then they should have a good way. Something like push here, and then this one. That should kill. Yeah. So I believe I'm dead. However, it might not be the end of the story. Because this group is still my counter target, and it's still a nice clamp, which can lead to some trouble. So I had to figure out what is the best way to be long libertied here. So if I play here and he does this, 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 I need to connect. Then they need to spend a move, probably descend here. And then I will play my gratuitous the target when I want, and I will play clamp. I can't believe they have outside liberties too. Oh man, they plan for everything. They know exactly what's happening. So when I go here and they do that, and then I just clamp first, that probably is pretty good, right? Then they have to fall back directly, otherwise I could save it. And then I get to Atari here, and then I get to play my pick of how to keep it safe. Probably I'll play this one. Excuse me. Probably, actually, what I should do is exchange this one first. Yeah, I should exchange that one first, and then I'll go do this stuff, and I'll connect here, force them in again. I'm pretty sure that's the best way. It's still gonna die, but I get the best squeeze that way. And then after that, I'm gonna have to just connect here. Although I won't have the squeeze on this part, which is actually very meaningful when I'm gonna have to connect here as my end to this. So the ending of this is I'm going to be dead here. I'm going to be getting a lot of squeezes from this side, and I'm going to be connecting here to make sure I keep those squeezes. And so it's going to be that this is all White's territory, and White has some potential here, but White is, like, in general still behind in the whole game here. And the trick is going to be, like, how do I make it so that I have a real threat to this part while I have the most liberties over here? But actually, it's working the way that I'm thinking, because Hane, if they do some outward thing, then I can make Ko there. That's already... Okay, so this has to be the correct way, although it's going to die to that one. Now I think I need to play here first. Unless that's problematic when he pushes here and I get less Sente. Could it be a problem? I don't think it's a big problem. I think we clamp first, actually, though. Oh, by connecting here, they make it so they can throw in. That's so smart. But I can still play here, and then just say I'd be satisfied with pure life. Oh, yeah, I should do it like this. Aha. Hello, Morganall. Hello, everybody. I know a little bit. Don't know him very well. So when I go here, I'm still only half eye. So only one eye. Yeah. But they're gonna block. Yeah, I know I'm dead. But I'm not actually very dead. I can connect here in Sente. But the question is whether I even should, right? I can do this first. And then when they do that, I can still play here as a... So they would need to... Yeah. I can still play here as a way to aim at Seki. And no matter what, it's unstoppable. So here, will they just cut first? That's what they'll do, right? After I do this, they'll just cut first, and I'll get the squeeze anyway. And then later I can come back for more shortage stuff. Okay, that's effective. So I think this is the correct way. Yeah, so he cuts, but I get to play here at least. And then connect here. Unless I should do this first. Is it good to exchange it? Because when I exchange it, I'll save those stones, right? Maybe that's good. That seems like it's good exchange. And then a connect here. It was never easy life. It was never easy life. I was too confident. Okay, so the game continues from here. Probably I should block before I lose a chance to aim at the clamp. I'm not actually sure. Also very valuable is to run over here since he's, he was forced to thicken this, so he got to aim at this area coming in. So if I get to cover it, it's valuable. To defend my corner here, which is quite thin to his topside strength. Oh, I see what he exchanged these for. Is so that after the Atari and Descend and I cut, then he can get both Sente like that. That's why he exchanged this much. So now I cannot run through because he always has both Sente. So it's really become a thick wall here. So that was a very nice way to get the max compression. I understand now what they were talking about. Making sense. This group, by the way, still thin. Since it has a couple potential forcing moves here, probably it's a lot less weak than most of the time, such groups. Should still be co to this one, though. Should still be a co in there. So this group should be dead in co. I have this and that, and he has all that. I think I'm still leading about 6 points or something. You want to see my score estimates, whether I'm right or not? Oh, I was still wrong. Okay, the game is over. Darn. So there was a way here. Really? Oh, I need to make the sacrifice method. So this way, like this, I can aim at the corner to die. Ah. It doesn't exactly die, but I can save a lot more this way. Okay, okay. I was totally wrong on judgment here. Yeah, I can come back over here, but... So White's area was so big and they got to capture me all? Okay, that's making sense. But you can see, by the way, going all the way down, it was good until this step where I thought I was going to live but couldn't. And then that step is obviously really bad. But I did make the maximum outside, right? Ah, but I shouldn't make this one. That exchange was bad too. Why is that? I don't know why that exchange is bad. Why does it think... Oh, I think it just was overestimating my position in general. There's this move. Is this problem? Oh my goodness. There is this kind of move. Which means that I can get that Sente, but that's it. And here you can try to kill... Oh man. This is like the slightly better version of what I was hoping for. So here, this way is alive. I see. And he can't do this one first because you get to go here. That was the life. That was the life. Okay. That was what I had to aim for. This is very hard. I told you guys it's going to be so hard here. So I was supposed to Atari this side first. Not Atari again. And then connect here, I guess. I see. This was another variation I looked at, but I thought it was worse. It's just judgment issue. I told you guys E2 is better. My move is hasty there. Okay, let's go review the whole game. My handling of this part was like slightly passive, but not too bad. It was actually still better to pincer to leave this right side area, but it would be quite complicated in comparison to this way. And they pressed on me here. Yeah, I thought my way should be good. Wow, everything it says can be acceptable here. It's just, it isn't actually like that. I thought about doing this too. You guys remember, I was thinking for a long time to do this kind of thing. Everything is kind of okay now, but it's not going to be in a moment. That's the problem. So I thought about this variation too. Like you can make this. That's obviously a good diagram for black. But they should be, yeah, just extend here. And then it can be a lot more awkward because we're helping the thing that we were trying to like slowly counterattack. But that was okay. My way was fine. And I ran out through here, which is fine. And then took my base, which is fine. Nothing was problematic here. At this moment, AI says cut. Yeah. That's a very difficult cut to execute. Oh, push here was better than this one. It actually makes a lot of sense. They're gonna target on that weakness. This is like the only reason why this one could be worse. And they can successfully target on that weakness, but it's just not gonna be that impactful. So that's clear, actually. Clear mistake. You can back off because you have the... I knew there was something. I knew there was something, man. Back off. This is the right thing. That's what I wanted. I knew there was something better than what I was doing. We couldn't find it. Oh, and I could jump in directly here. And although that's like slightly awkward, it's actually not. Like, it's a lot less real, the awkwardness, than it was after one move here. So they peeped once and then did this. And now the awkwardness is like much more real. Also, I had the feeling that shoulder hit should be the better way to start. I just couldn't trust my feeling there. Yeah, basically it depends on whether he can triple hane here or not. And I read out that he can triple hane, and I didn't change the way that I wanted to. I still like went for it. Basically, I'm not familiar enough with it to be able to actively trade. But it's like obvious here. This one is good for white because white's area is much more, you know, threatening than black's area. Yeah. And so because of that, like I read up to here, to this one, but I should have read that, okay, he got the triple hane, and therefore that's good. So I still want to like come in and combat, but it has to be a non-attaching move. These things are just so tough to actually execute on and declare and read it out. Very difficult. But yeah, here I could have done a lot better. I knew this one is not working. But this one was actually also possible. Even this one means that we're definitely not even thinking of his death that hard. But we're just trying to link up outside and put pressure outside. That's also much more reasonable than expected. But yeah, here at hane, I didn't realize that his hane is going to be so good for my shape, against my shape. Yeah, the AI briefly dropped down there. I think it's just like not correctly evaluating this. This outside fighting is gonna happen. Yeah, so then I actually fought, I think, quite well here. Right, when he does this one, I only lose 2 points the whole variation, and that's like mostly just gone from this one mistake. But then this was actually critical. Yeah, okay. Understandable. It was so much healthier if you did it this way. Really difficult. Really, really difficult. Not to read, but to judge, of course. So we go all the way through here. Yeah, my saving method was actually, it was good, as expected, through here. And he went super hard. I was shocked that they go so hard. But it's because they read it all the way out and realized at the end here that the living condition is quite bad. I can only barely save with this stuff. So I needed to be that I push here first. And push here first so that the cut can be better? No, it's not really relevant actually. This is obviously like not working. Okay, the key takeaway for me should be that this shape is alive. This is such a common shape on the side when you're building your space that you get like 2-2-2 is so common, and then all the variations of it where you like don't have a stone here, you have a cut there, etc. This shape is alive is really critical to know for the future. That's really useful. And then the other key is like this one is dead. This shape is this shape could be killable is the problem with my reading. And I really stress my reading a lot by doing that all back here. There's no reason to just blitz after reading it from now. That I could get all this until I go back here and here, and then I thought it was going to be alive. I thought it's Miai between these two, but actually if he takes that, I go here, and he comes back, then I could not make my second eye. That's my problem. I should just be able to read that from the start. Like I had no reason to be complaining about skill issue. But the Yeah. The key is that they play there. Yeah, it's fun to exchange that. Oh, this one is exchangeable because you can go get the other eye like that. Right. So that's a bad move for white. So you can exchange all the way through there. And then at the last moment here, you're going to get that. And they're going to save inside here. They have Atari, so they can test us here first. Whether we save this part. That's correct, yeah. Yeah, I told you guys I was likely to die. Likely to die on the outside at the end of things. So when he does this, I had to give up to just save myself. I see. And then that would be good. This was very difficult. Even the AI is struggling to read it. You can see from the bumps. Very difficult. Yeah, this move, which is overly thick, is actually making my game more difficult than if I would come in first. I think that's a good strategic lesson to take away. If you come in first, such that he cannot build the same kind of space here, then that actually makes the game strategically quite hard on white, where white is like, oh man, now if I commit to the attack here, and black just saves, right? I can push a few times and be like, I'll just save, and then wait. Strategically speaking, this is a bad position for white. This is the thing I needed to aim for at the beginning to give myself the relief from the pressure that I got from this move, which was a great move and something worth learning from. Yeah, and then some life and death misread, which is gonna happen. That's fine. As I told you guys, it's here to learn. So I learned the shape here. I learned to read that a bit better, a bit more carefully next time. So when I finish my reading to see the shape that I have, and I think which way it's going to happen, I need to really check all the way through the eye shape. I mean, it's a very difficult read from the moment I started it, but I could have done it. I don't know why this one is considered as better. Is it like a different kind of outside shape at the end after the cut? Obviously this is dangerous for both if they do it that way, but we get the same shape. Well, then why don't you want to do this one first? It just thinks this kind of way. Yeah, there are many different kinds of ways. Really annoying. I thought about using this one, but often it's gonna still die. Just insane, of course. But yeah, it's the attach here problem. So part of the reason I was thinking of this one is because earlier I'd been thinking I need to get that one sent to. In this case, we're alive, but it's actually not a good life. Wow, this is a life where this group is still in some trouble. It can save itself. Greetings from Germany. Hello, hello. Hope you're doing well in Germany. Yeah, so strategically here, I had some misconception that I got punished for. And then, yeah, here I made one small mistake. And then over here, it was like, the way I thought that this way is going to be a much easier life from now than it was. It was naive way to try to make life where they can try to bust me. I thought they'd have some politeness, but they were not. Connect here first is better, really, before exchanging anything in this part. Well, now it is Sente, that is true. Oh, it's not? We can't even do better? because we held back for a moment. Wow. This top side is so dead, man, that I can't even short its liberties easily at all. If he connects here, he gets 4 outside liberties. That's so many. You can't even come in easily. Man. He has so many liberties. Okay. Tough game. I learned some strategy, which is really good, and I learned some reading, which is also good. Very useful to read better. Okay. Hope you guys enjoyed. That was fun. But I do gotta go after just a very brief stream here. I'll stream a bit more, if possible. Alright. Thank you guys all for watching. That was fun. See you next time. Bye-bye. I should read some.